Oh, welcome. Season 1 finale review of Invincible. God damn, I really like this show. I really do like this show. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It does feel like they're quite short in terms of a season, but then when I'm looking at it and now thinking about it, it's 8 episodes, isn't it? And they're each like 40 to 45 minutes long on Amazon Prime. So I guess it's not that short of a season. But wow, if you didn't know, it's actually my birthday today. What a great birthday present. Loved it. Absolutely great season finale. And they keep ending on the best cliffhangers ever. They just make me want to see more. So good. So good. So we'll talk non-spoilers first, then get into some spoilers, because obviously it's the season finale. There's going to be lots and lots of spoilers. It has to be. So in terms of like how it ends as a season, I've already done a news report to say that season 2 and 3 have been confirmed, renewed, it's open, it's good to go for 2 more seasons, right? So we know it's going somewhere. Now, I'm not familiar with the comics, but people who have been familiar with the comics have chimed into my initial review of it, because I stumbled across people telling me to watch it, and they're just going like, you've not seen nothing yet, like it's barely getting started. So to hear that there was 2 more seasons renewed, I was like, yes, great. What they're saying indicates that they're kind of not stretching it out, but they're going as per the lore or the original canon, the comic book canon, basically. They're taking their time with it, which I think is what you want. That's what you want. That's what was positive to me. And then where they left on the season 1 finale absolutely indicates that that's what they're doing as well. It just tells me that that is what they're doing. I can't possibly think that that's not what they're doing. It's clearly going to be going for the long haul. Great season 1 finale. Great season 1 finale. It worked really well. I do think, because it's a review, there's got to be some criticism here. There was some weird animation in part of this as well. Now, when they do the brutal murders and the killings and things like that, animation's absolutely fantastic. They really make it quite visceral at that point, and I'm like, yes, banging, great stuff. But then they use some like CG, not what I'd seen before anyway, they use some weird CG rendering of people running away in this episode, and I don't think that worked. Don't do it again. I don't think they've done it before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't want to see them do it again. Thought it was real bad. There was a flashback sequence, again, not non-spoilers. There was a flashback sequence to when Invincible Mark was a boy, and he's there with his dad and his mom. And the animation on that looked very odd. Like, really basic, really cheap. And I don't know why. Because it didn't seem to serve the purpose of the flashback. It just seemed to be that the animation was bad. I don't know why. And what I mean is, like, the faces didn't look the same. And I know people will say, well, of course they're not the same. They're younger people and stuff like this. And I go, well, yeah, obviously. But it just didn't look right. Like, nothing else looked right either. It was just odd. So I didn't like that. But as a season 1 finale, I'm game. I'm invested in this character of Mark Invincible. I'm invested in that. I'm invested in the world. It's hooked me. Mature animation. I want more of it. It's really decent. So as a season 1 finale, non-spoilers, yeah, go out and watch it, like, immediately. You won't be disappointed. It was so decent. So, let's now talk spoilers. So here is your spoiler warning. You've been warned. Just get off the video. You don't want to see any spoilers. Get off the video. Viltrumites. Let's talk about these goddamn Viltrumites. Omni-Man. Let's talk about these Viltrumites. So we now finally learn, right? We finally learn why Omni-Man murdered the Guardians of the Globe. Now, it's not a very fulfilling reason, but I think that's the point. The reason is they are weak and he wants to take over the planet as part of the Viltrumite Empire, right? So the actual motive of murdering them is really basic. They're weak and he's going to take over the Earth with the Viltrumite Empire, right? So it's not a fulfilling answer in that regard, but it opens up the narrative wider, which is then more fulfilling. Because, yeah, he's a Viltrumite, and yes, they are saviors of, planets and things like that, but in their own twisted way. So I didn't hate it as the reveal. I thought it was a pretty good reveal. But I think there'll be some people that will be disappointed by it. And I think that's fair. Because the reason is flippant. But that shows his personal disdain for humanity. Because he's literally like, you are weaklings. You are a speck in my lifespan. You are nothing to me. Excellently pulled off by J.K. Simmons, might I add. What a great voice actor. He needs to do more voice acting. So yeah, it's not fulfilling, but it is fulfilling because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be flippant. He killed them because he could. He killed them because he wanted to. He killed them because they're nothing to him. He's going to be alive for thousands, thousands and thousands upon thousands of years. So to him, they are literally nothing. And they are just a nuisance, an inconvenience in the way. So I liked that, but I also didn't like it, and I can see why people would really dislike it. Now, in terms of the Viltrumite reveal, I wanted something a little bit bigger than that. Because he was acting quite odd around Mark and things like this. And he didn't want him to get his powers, but he also sort of did. But then he sort of didn't. So I think maybe that's what triggers it. I don't know. Maybe there's something in future episodes or the future comic that indicates that that's the reasoning. I don't know. I've got no idea. But I thought that was, yeah, I would have liked a little bit more, I guess. I liked the Guardians of the Globe coming together and actually being a team. I liked how they left it. You know, the sort of conglomerate of galaxies or whatever, of planets, sort of coming to warn him. There's a Viltrumite on Earth. And Mark's like, yeah, I know. Like, I'm one of them. But it's interesting how Mark, being the son of Omni-Man, is what essentially saves the day. And I don't know whether there'll be a twist and a turn here. I don't know. I've got no idea. But Mark being the reason why Omni-Man stops beating Mark to a bloody pulp. And the memories, hence why there's that flashback, I thought was quite nice. It shows that glimmer of humanity. And I like it when they play on humanity and that sort of grey aspect of, an antagonist. Is he good, is he bad? Well, very clearly he's bad. But is there a glimmer of hope there? Could there be salvation? Maybe, but probably not, because he's murdered millions of people. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I'm really looking forward to the next season. I hope they churn it out quick. It's only just been announced that they're doing season 2 and 3, so goddamn, like, they really need to do it quickly. And the reason why they need to do it quickly is they need to capitalise on it, because it's popular, but they also need to make sure that they do it quickly, because otherwise people are going to get bored waiting for the story, and they're going to read the comics. And that's not going to be good, because they won't then tune in, and I won't get my Invincible fix, because I want to tune in to Invincible. But there you go, there's my review. I loved it. I thought it was great. Really, really looking forward to it. I like the fact now everyone knows who Invincible is. I think that's smart. I think that's a good way to go. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, please do check out my second channel. It's linked down below in the description box. It's called Car Nonsense. I actually work on cars. So if you wondered if I was just a floating body, I've actually got legs, and you can see them in that channel, linked in the description box. Along with, down there, is my Blu-ray, Black Fields. I'm still selling them. They're still available. Grab it whilst you can, because it is still limited edition. Thank you so much. Take care.